Hey everybody! Looks like we have a couple people already waiting for me. So we are... Meadow, do we have any cards with the bunny trails? I totally forgot to look. Can you look down below? So we're going to be coloring bunny trails today. Say hello if you're here so I know that you're here. Hi everybody. We're going to wait a couple minutes. It is just 7 o'clock, so we'll see if anybody else joins. Here is the bunny trails card that I made already. And this is just a little invisible slider. I love invisible sliders because you don't have a big gaping hole in your car. Hi, Beth. How are you? It's rainy here too. It's so yucky and rainy, and it's been really dark and cloudy all day long. Hi, Heather. Good morning. Yeah. Say that again so she can hear you, Meadow.
Hot and sunny.
Meadow's jealous, Heather, just so you know. Very, very jealous. So this is just, I don't know if if either of you have made these, but this is just held on by magnets. Whoops. There we go. There. Now it's back on there. So and there's little magnets on this piece, and then I just stamped some of the little flowers from the set on there.
Heather said, I'm a bit jealous of the cooler weather, ready for the heat to go away.
Well,
what?
Meadow thinks you're crazy, Heather. We are two heat people here. We love the heat. We don't like the cold so much. My fibro does not do well when it's cold at all, and neither does my arthritis. So I don't know if you guys saw the little bunny card that my friend Randy made. He actually cut the flowers out and put one of the little macrons from Macron Meadow in the back of the little thing. So I was actually thinking about making an extra set to go with this so that you could put different little things in the back of the little Vespa. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up there. Looks like we're a few minutes after 7. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I thought I would try. I've never done a gray bunny before, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to use my N markers for this. So, but this one, if I make this one gray, it'll kind of look like my rabbit Peaches. 3 minutes to be precise, Jeff. Stinker, it's good to see you. Did you decide on a name for your comic? So I'm going to go ahead and start out with N3. Now these are I don't use these very much. So I'm going to be taking off both sides. These are very juicy and I don't want it to blob everywhere. And it will. So I'm going to go ahead and just get all of these little spaces that need some shading.
Jeff said sure did. Made my first post tonight.
Ooh, we're going to have to check that out. I gave that Instagram your damn it Bill. I gave them a couple of to a couple of friends that have our sense of humor. Hopefully they'll check that out. So just coming in, doing some small little flicks. And I'm going to get the bottom half of the ear. And get around the little helmet holes here. Get a little bit of that back ear. So I can't remember who it was. I think it was Kimberly that instead of coloring little feet right here, she actually colored little shoes. I thought it was so cute. I loved that idea. So I think I'm going to go with that tonight. So I'm going to use my N1 again, super juicy, and it already, oh, I think I threw it away, but I was coloring sharks earlier today and it was a mess. It didn't even, most of the time I can fix a blob, but not this time. So right here, my rabbit has a little bit of a peach spot on her face. So that's why I call her Peaches, because it looks like she stuck her face in a vat of peaches. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a little bit of that blank. Especially since she's already getting kind of dark and I did not intend on her being this dark, but that's okay. This is like the colors of Bubbles too. Jeff's little chinchilla. Little jailbreaker. Let's see. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my N0. I would go N00, but believe it or not, I don't have that marker. So I'm just going to pull it in instead of pulling it out. I don't really want to. Looks like I'm already over blending because it's way too juicy.
Jeff said Jess needs a white belly.
Well, it has overalls on, so I can't do the white belly. Although Peaches' belly is white too, huh? No, it's mostly gray, I guess. She has a little white.
Now, Bun, she is a perfect little brat. Oh my gosh, I just thought of something.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use, let's see, what would be, I'll go ahead, let me see what this would do. That's way too yellow.
Jeff said, guess that is why they call them coveralls.
Here we go. This is a good color for her peach. Her little peachness. So I'm just going to go ahead and feather some of this into the gray. This is probably a little bit more peach than what she has, but that's okay. And go ahead and put a little bit on her ears. And she does have some on her feet and her hands, so. It was funny. At first we thought Peaches was a boy. So the stripe kind of like, so if you do her face is like, here's her face, but then she's got this peach stripe right in the middle, like here's an eye and here's an eye. So we were going to call her Scarface if she was a boy, but she ended up being a girl. So we decided to name her Peaches.
Jeff said, just showed Bubbles what you were coloring. He approves.
Well, that's good. I love that picture that you sent of me of Bubbles because it totally looks like, it makes me think of Back to the Future, where he says, you know, get used to them bars, kid. Just makes me laugh. He's so cute. In his little tiny hands. Let's see, now I'm going to let that dry for a minute because those end markers are super juicy, and it's just, I know I'm going to overblend it if I do anything else, even trying to get all the little marks out of his face. Although the marks in his face, to me, it kind of looks like little fuzzy furry parts. So maybe I'll leave it. I'm not quite sure yet. What's funny, Meadow? You were sound like you were laughing.
No, I burped.
Oh. What color did we use for that orange, Meadow? I don't remember.
I think it was 38, 35, and 32.
And those colors aren't in here. You don't put any of my colors back, Meadow.
Yes,
Never.
I do.
So here is 35, 32, and 38. Are you sure those are those colors? I guess so. So I'm going to start with 35. And I'm going to color, I don't know why, I just really wanted an orange Vespa tonight. Start with 35. And I'm just going to go under the seat, just the metal bits. Make sure I get around the wheel well, because there'll be shadow there too. And I'm not going to go right directly up to the top, up to the lines on either of those. That way it can kind of look a little bit shinier when I put the lighter color on there. There we go. And just go ahead and get behind that. I'm just gonna get right on the front of that. One thing I love about this Vespa is it's just so, it's quick and easy to color. Now I'm going to color it in with the Y32. And I just wanted it a kind of a light orange. That's why I didn't, I guess it's orangey yellow because it's a Y, but it's almost on the verge of orange. That's why I didn't do very much of the darker color. There we go. So what color should we do I was thinking blue for the helmet, but what color do you guys think I should do it?
Jeff said almost looks like a carrot Vespa.
Hey, I didn't even think about that. That is true. It almost looks like a carrot. Okay, so we'll just do it. Let's see. We'll do it orange and green. That way it has the green tops. So I'm using Y38. Hopefully that's not in the light very much. Is it, Meadow?
No, you can see it.
Okay. Just getting a little bit of cast shadows in there. Well, not really cast shadow. That's just more trying to make it shiny.
Beth said, guess the helmet needs to be green, LOL.
Yes, it will need to be green, I guess. That's quite funny. I think that is hysterical that you thought of that, Jeff. I did not even think of it. Maybe I should put some darker little lines on it so it would look like like the little lines from a carrot. Let's see. I'm going to use some 35 to pull that out just a little bit. And Beth, I really liked the bunnies that you colored. They looked really super cute. I think after seeing your bunnies is what made me want to make mine gray. Plus, I always kind of do all of my bunnies just the same color as Meadow's rabbit, Lolly. Let's see.
That's it, thank you.
There we go. What are you doing, Meadow?
What?
All I see in the corner of my eye is Meadow's like wobbling back and forth like a weeble or something.
No,
What are you doing?
No, I was moving around because I have my leg bent.
Oh. Like, what is she doing over there? Actually, you know what would be funny is, let's see, I'm going to do YG11. Sorry, I'm kind of hunting for my markers because I didn't put them away. For once, I won't blame Meadow, I guess.
I was just going to say, you didn't blame me.
See, YG13, and I'll do some 7 and maybe some 5. I'll figure it out. But I think I'm going to make the overalls green because it's kind of like the overalls would be like a little extension of the carrot. So I'm going to go ahead and start with YG05. Now I'm on this whole carrot kick. Thanks a lot, Jeff. And then we will go ahead, let's see, from 5, we'll go to 13. Well, that's a little bit darker, so maybe I should have started with the 13 instead. Usually it goes off of the last number as to how dark it's going to be, but sometimes that is not always right.
That said, do the cards for the swap need to be a particular type, as do they need to be colored?
No, not at all. They can, it can be like if you want to do dyes, you can do dyes, whatever you want to do. Last year, most of them were colored. I think, were there any? I think there was one that was just dyes.
I think there were a few that were just dyes.
Yeah, Meadow, you need to speak up so people can hear you, girlfriend.
I think there were a few that were just dyes last year.
Yeah, I don't think there was, yeah, because Helen's card was just dyes, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, we have a gal that comes every year. She's so funny. I love her to death. But she loves true crime. And so actually, it's not a coloring event. We do a lot of coloring, but we actually make cards too. So it's not just coloring, because I do a lot of interactive cards. Like last year, we actually did an invisible slider like this. So it's more of a crafting event. I didn't want to make it just coloring because I do like to make the cards, but it's also, I like to show different techniques and interactive cards. And Jen Dove, she does all coloring, and I love her to death. So I didn't really want to, be like, oh, people are going to go to hers or people are going to go to mine. I didn't want that because Jen's my friend. I really like her a lot. So I leave the all coloring up to her. But there is I would say, what, Meadow? 80% of it is coloring, because all of us are really slow at coloring. So, yeah, don't worry about that. It's just, that's why we call it the North Carolina Crafting Retreat. I do a lot of coloring, but I don't want people to think that that's all we do, because we have a lot of fun with other stuff too. So I'm just putting a little bit of shadow back in because I keep losing it. Heather, how do I pick my colors? Do I use a color chart? No, I don't use a color chart. I do whatever the heck I want. I don't use color charts. You can see I play with the colors on my paper to see if I like them. If I don't like them, I'm not a rule follower whatsoever when it comes to coloring or crafting, because I want to have fun. I don't want to remember where my color source is. I don't want to remember any of that. I just want to have a good time and let the image inspire me. Picking colors, it's whatever I like. Like, you won't see me, like last week I used purple. I don't normally use a lot of purple because I don't like purple. I know people like purple, but I don't like purple. I don't know why. I like if it's on a grape, but that's about it. I'm more of a blue and green, orange. I like those kinds of colors. Meadow, I use pink because she likes pink. If it wasn't for Meadow, you guys probably wouldn't see me color pink either. So my purples get very seldomly used. Although, where is she? So this, I used purple because I wanted her to have purple hair. But other than that, and then here's my pink one, but it was just because I wanted the hair to be different colors. So other than that, I don't really do pink or purple. So here's my blue one. This one is probably my favorite because of the blue. But I've always been more of a tomboy, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, pinks aren't my thing a whole lot. So what color should we do the helmet, Meadow? Should we do, let's see, I was going to do green on the little,
Jeff said so cool.
On here. Thank you, Jeff. Heather, your favorite colors are denim blue and dusty pink. Are you saying, let's see, so dusty pink, like, I'm thinking like RV 93, 95. Are those your favorites? So this is RV 20, or excuse me, YG 25. Back to the green.
Heather said I have a chart as a guide to pick my colors that blend, but might have to try grabbing some colors.
That's what I do. I just go with, I let the image dictate what I'm going to do. I don't follow the rules. I get frustrated and I don't want to color anymore if I'm like following charts and I can't even I know some people like pick their pattern paper first. I can't even do that. There was one time I don't know what was going on with me, but I like started crying. It made me so upset. I just couldn't do it.
She said denim is B97, B45, and B91.
Oh, your denims are different than my denims. I use 91 through 99 for like blue jeans and stuff. So there's some green on the Vespa. Made it kind of like a leafy green color. And then actually I need those same greens for the little leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really fast. And I'm just putting some like down at the very bottom tips of this. This is one bad thing about drawing on an iPad, because you can blow everything up. And you really don't realize how small everything is when you go to print it out for a stamp. I think I'll use YG21 for this part. There we go. It's all so tiny. I'm just like doing little dots. I'm not even flicking.
Heather said pink is RV25, R43, R22, and R20.
Oh, see, your pinks are even different than mine. Yours, I'll have to check your pinks out to see what yours blend like. Meadow, write those down for me so I can see how they blend. So let's see, we've done green pants, green carrot pants, carrot Vespa. I think we need another color in here. What color should we use? Yellow? Meadow? What color should we use? Yellow?
Yeah.
Or should we do blue?
Do blue.
Blue?
Blue. I like blue.
Blue? Oh, do you use the one from, what's her name? Sandy? Sally? Sandy? Alanock?
Pete is so angry.
Oh, okay. You know what is so funny? I bought her chart years ago and I have it, but I haven't printed it out. I haven't colored it. I haven't anything. So I'm going to go ahead and start with B01. And I'm not going up to the line again. And I'm actually going to put a little thing right here because I'm going to color the circle a different color this time. I actually made the circle so that you could put like a little word or something like that in there. But I just haven't done that. So, Meadow, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm petting a baby's mouth.
Meadow's sitting over there snickering, and because I'm trying to color, I can see her out of the corner of my eye because she's sitting over that way to me. So all I can see is her moving underneath the, like, ducking underneath the desk and snickering. And I'm just like, what in God's green earth is she doing? She's playing with my rabbits.
Heather said, I love it. Takes the thinking out for me so that I can just have fun coloring. I have the Prisma pencil one too, but don't use that as much.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't think. I don't think when I color. I look and I'm like, yep, I think I like that color. And that's pretty much the end of it. Meta will sit there if she finds like a favorite color combination or something like that. She has like a little sheet of paper that she has that she'll write down.
Heather said I'm an overthinker.
Overthinking gets me in trouble. And then I spend too much time overthinking and not enough time creating. So yeah, that's why I like all the stamps and stuff like that. We already have them planned out and kind of what we want for the next year, almost for the next 2 years. Because I know if I didn't, I would be late on everything because I'd be like, do you think people are going to like this? Or do you think people will like that? And, yeah, it takes me forever. And then if I'm using another artist, that takes just as long because then I have to figure out what I like and what I don't like. So just filling the rest of this in. I think I'm going to make his little strap and this and his little thing. I'm going to go ahead and make that orange to match the little Vespa. If I can get back to those colors.
Jeff said always good to plan ahead.
Yes, it is good to plan ahead, especially if you have deadlines. Like, you guys can't see that half of my desk, but oh, good Lord, it is probably a good thing that you can't.
Jeff said it's what I do with my books, and Susie said hi all.
Hey, Susie.
And then Heather said I have planner diaries for each of my design teams, online classes, and what does that say? In-person classes.
You have to, though, when you're teaching and stuff like that, you have to have, a plan, and you have to have something, because if you don't, then you forget what you're doing. And then it's nice to have the diary because then you know what you've already done, so you try not to repeat what you've done. Like, I use those little things that I have on the my website, or our website, for the creation track planner thing. I use those, and I have little tiny books that I keep all my colors in. I have all kinds of things that I use.
Heather said they are awesome.
Thank you. You can thank my friend Megan for that, because I didn't even think about making them for, putting them on for everybody else. I didn't think anybody else would like them. And then she's like, no, everybody would love them. So I said, okay. So I went ahead and put them on there. Meadow, I can't find my R00. Do you know where that's at? I'm not seeing it anywhere. I think I'm blind. And I have my glasses on. So that's not good if I'm blind and have my glasses on. Oh. See? If I didn't have Meadow around, I don't know what I would do. Here we go. So RO2 for his ears. And I'm just getting the very edges and a little bit right here.
You want me to shut the door?
Yeah, can you please shut the door? Daddy, I think, turned the TV up after we left the room because I shut his door too. Okay, now RO1. There we go. And then R00. So now I think the gray is dark enough to where I can actually go back to, oh wait, what color shoes should I give him, Meadow, or her?
Neon.
No, I'm not doing no neon crazy girl, no.
Blue to match his hat.
That's just a lot of orange and blue though. How about pink? We'll do pink. Just to have, and then it'll match the flowers. Let's see, so R81, RV00, and RV10. Now I'm not going to use all of, well, maybe I will use all of these on his shoes. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
Heather said, is neon trendy there at the moment? It is here.
Oh, Meadows liked neon everything since she was little. And she does it to be a smart aleck, to sit there and see. You can hear her laughing probably. But whenever I'm like, oh, what color should we use? She's like, neon. I'm like, no, because she knows I'm going to say no. So I'm going to do, so the flowers I usually do, these are so tiny. They just need a few little dots. At least to me anyways. I don't know what everybody else does, but they just need a few little dots in there.
Heather said, I just had neon embossing powders delivered this morning. You would love them.
She probably would. So the flowers, I usually just kind of do a dark going from the center. I don't get really super fancy on my flowers. What are you laughing about now?
Jeff said, at least if she is wearing any neon color, she'll be easy to spot in the dark and can't pop out and scare you. Oh.
That is true, and she does try, and she's actually wearing a very yellow shirt right now. So, you know, that works for me just fine. So just getting, I cannot see with these darn glasses on. Isn't that bad? Glasses are supposed to help you see, and mine I can never see up close when I have them on. It drives me insane. So that was R81. And then RV10. And I just realized I was going to do different colored flowers and completely did not. But that's okay. I can always color more later. And then RV00. And these I'm just being really messy with. let's see, I can go in with, where is it? RV83. Just to put some shading back on the back petals. And then I'll just get like the very, very inside of these, just to give it a little bit more depth, or at least try to. My hand is shaking a little bit too much, so I am going way out of the lines tonight. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I can, now that my glasses aren't on. Hey, Jeff, is Andy still doing videos and stuff? Or did he stop? Let's see, getting in there. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit more color on these ones.
Jeff said no judgment here. This is really behind though.
Oh, is it? Let's see. I guess I should put some 83 on her shoes too, now that I think about it.
He said he hasn't done any live videos in a long time, but he is still active.
Well, that's good. So I'm just going to smooth this out a little bit. I actually found, the reason I bring that up is I actually found in my Facebook memories a picture of the video and the kids drawing along with him when he was doing one of his lives one time when we lived in California. So it made me think of him because I haven't heard anything in a while. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead. Where's my grays? Yeah, it was really fun seeing that picture.
Jeff said, "Oh, so cute."
And then it made me realize how long we'd known you, and I went, whoa.
Jeff said he got married recently.
Oh, did he? Good for him. I remember we used to always laugh at all the groupies that he had. The kids were like, she's not even drawing. Remember, Stephen used to get really upset about that. It was quite funny. Okay, so that was N4. See, I should go ahead and use N2 if I can find it in this pile of markers. So N2, smooth that out a little bit.
Jeff said he had that one who was so obsessed with him, and she called him Droopy. Oh.
She ended up passing away, I think.
I don't remember.
I remember her. I don't remember her name, but I remember she knitted, and her and I got to talking too. And she passed away from breast cancer a few years ago, unless I'm thinking of somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that was her. And she used to always make him stuff and send him stuff.
Jeff said, yeah, she did, sadly.
I was really sad. She was so young too. So I'm going to go ahead and use N0. Try and smooth this out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of luck with this though. I think it's just going to be a little bit, yeah, see, it's just going blotchy because this is way too, I know a lot of people like their markers super juicy. I don't. I feel like I always overblend when they're too juicy because it just comes out like way too much, like just too much ink.
Jeff said she made him a Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I remember that one. And didn't she make him? She made him something else too. I can't remember. She was amazing when it came to knitting. So I'm just going to get her little tail here. And I'm just going to leave her alone. I think I might go ahead. You know what? That's what I'll do. Meadow, can you get me the colorless blender up there, please?
Aretha?
Yeah. The one on the top. Oh, that's not it. Yep. Get me that. We're just going. Oh, Meadow, can you grab that before? We're just going to improvise. If it's not going to work, I'm taking my colorless blender on a piece of towel that I have. And I'm getting that wet with some colorless blender. And I'm just going to fluff this. Whoo! I'm just going to, wow, that's strong. I haven't smelled that in a long time. Here we go. Whoa. Here we go. Going to fluff that up. I'm just going to try and get just his face. Normally I do this first, but if I'm trying to fix a mess up because it's over blended, we do what we can. Okay, and I'm going to go over that. I'll go over it with the one. Where's my one at? Here we go. Now it looks like he's got lamb fur.
Heather said that looks cute.
because I didn't want it to be quite so dramatic, but now at least it's blended a little bit and it actually looks like fur now. A little bit. At least for me it does. I don't know about y'all. So now if I can, here it is. The color I used for his little peachness. And see, even though I got it a little bit on his helmet, I can go back with that color and I can fix it. Thank you, Heather. Usually if I'm over blending, if I can put some sort of texture on it, I will. Whew, Meadow, can you put that over there or something? I swear. That is strong. Gross. Let's see, what did I do with my 0? I have markers all over my desk. I have them in 2 different buckets, my marker holder, all over my desk. I have made just a serious mess here. Let's see, push that back in. But I have like a little piece of, I have the little piece of washcloth. I have, what else do I have in here? Let's see, I have a little piece of burlap, some corduroy. I'm still digging. And I have like a little piece of jeans in here.
Heather said, I love that technique, but as an asthmatic, need to do it with a well-ventilated room.
Yeah, I used a little bit too much. That's why it's so bad. And I haven't done it in a really, so this is my colorless blender bottle. I mean, it's up to like right here. So it's like half full. And I've had this for 10 years. I've had that for a very, very long time. I don't go through it very quickly because I usually don't use that much. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do a yellow flower. So I'm going to use some Y18. And I still need to do the wheels and stuff too. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make the middles of these yellow. And this is Y13. And then some Y11. And then I'll make this one just a little light yellow. And then for everybody who likes purple, I'll throw in some, where is it? Here we go. Throw in some V20 and a little bit of V22. And then I need, let's see, I'll use my C markers. And I'm going to use C8, make that C7, C6, if I can get it out, C5 and C4. So I'm going to use this on the tires. I'm going to start out with C6. I'm just going around the darkest parts. And then, oh, you know what? I need to do the little handlebars too. Then we will use C4. And then I didn't grab, let's see. I'll use C2. I don't want it to get any darker. Maybe C3. That did not work out. See, that's how I pick my colors, Heather. I just pick whatever I want to pick. And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Probably could have just gone with my C4 on this. Let me see, because I'm not liking how this is turning out. I am just not, I don't know what it is, but when my hands are shaky, I just do not blend very well. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. So I'm just going to go with C7. And make these bits stand out a little bit more. There we go. And then let's see, that was 7. So I'll just blend it out just slightly with my 5. Meadow, can you clean these? Maybe it's just that they're just dirty. I don't know what my deal is. Thank you. Do you guys ever find that where one day you're coloring really great and then other days you just don't? Something's going on. Let's see. And then I need to get the little light on the Vespa and the hubcaps. And then we're done. And I think it's really funny. And it makes me think of Meadow. But here she has on green, blue, and orange. But then she's got these hot pink shoes on. And honestly, I feel like that is something Meadow would actually wear out of the house, to be quite totally honest.
Or your Walmart vest right there.
Did you all hear her at all? I don't know if you heard her, but please tell me you did. Because that was funny. Just kind of putting little dots on the tail to make it look fluffy so I don't have to do this. So you can sit there and you can make little fluff with dots too. Honestly, I think that's why I haven't used.
Oh, is that supposed to be his tail?
Yeah, that's his tail. What did you think it was?
For some reason, I thought that was like the back of a seat, and I.
What? That's her tail. Oh my goodness. Poor bunny.
And I guess those Vespas don't have that on a.
They don't have seats.
What was I thinking?
Girl, that poor bunny. You didn't even. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
My bunny has no tail.
You chopped off your bunny's tail.
Oh my gosh, Carmela has such a fluffy little butt.
See, and then I can go over it with a really light brown, and you can still see the, if you do the dots, it kind of blends everything together. And I just keep playing with this. So bad. So now for the light. How delayed is this, Meadow? Have I even started the dots yet?
Yeah. You just grabbed the first yellow one.
Okay, and then 32, I'm going to make that. That's like the little thing in the middle of the Vespa. But Meadow probably didn't know that either.
What?
That's part of the Vespa, the little hump thing that goes in the middle of the handlebars for the Vespa. Did you color it as a hand?
Remember. I think I did that green.
Did you? Okay. You are too funny. So all we have left is the hubcaps. I guess we'll go ahead and just, should we do the hubcaps orange or green, Meadow? Green?
Green.
So I'm going to put some of this away so I can actually find the right markers. So I guess my overblending, I was able to show you guys a couple of ways to fix it. If you have a furry critter, you can fix it that way. So I'm going to use YG25 first. On her little carrot Vespa. And YG23.
Colors said happy accident.
They are. They really are, because I've even, like, there was one I was doing. It was for Aurora Wings, and I had printed it out as an 8x10 so that I could frame it. And it was a girl that was just covered in roses and flowers. And I was doing all of it, and I had been working on it for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And my purple marker, maybe this is why I don't like purple markers very much. I don't know. But my purple marker, bless you, Meadow, my purple marker just blobbed. I mean, blobbed over the whole thing. And I was actually able to, bless you, really, Meadow, after 10, you're on your own, seriously. But I was able to fix it by just, just continuing to color the flowers. Bless you, Meadow. So, but we kept, can I talk now?
No.
But it actually came out really super pretty. I was happy with how it came out, even though it blobbed everywhere. But there's always ways to fix blobs, unless it just covers the whole thing in one color, of course. But there's always ways to fix little things. So I don't really give up. And if I do, then I just, cut it off and start again and keep the part that's good. So there are our little Vespa bunnies. So next week, what is the date next week, Meadow? March what?
11.
What? Girl, I don't know what is going on with you. So March 13th is next week. Wow, that's already starting up fast. So we will go ahead and come back next week. I don't know what I'll be coloring yet.
That's a cool, adorable carrot Vespa.
Thank you. But I don't know what I'll be coloring, but I will be coloring something. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't know what I'll be coloring. I have been thinking about, today I came up with the idea of, like, we have like the bunnies in the coffee cups. I was thinking about doing mermaids in coffee cups. We still have to do the dogs in coffee cups. So maybe I can draw something for next week. I'm not sure. I'll figure out something, but we will color something next week. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. So, dogs in cups. I will see if I can do dogs in cups. So, I still have to color everything for the new release coming April 1st. So, which is the mermaids. So, we will see what I can get done for next week. So, I will see you guys next week. Thank you for joining me, Susie, Heather, Jeff, Beth, everybody. Thank you. And I will see you next week. Bye.